we just understand that there might be no tomorrow.
How members of the Austin business community went from finding people a new place to live to finding places to survive in Ukraine.
And clouds are increasing tonight as meteorological winter comes to an end. The warming trend this week in First Warning Weather.
While families wait for a vaccine for children under 5, a new study reveals the Pfizer vaccine for kids may not be as effective. Well, good evening to you, and thank you for joining us tonight on KXAN News at 10 o'clock. I'm Britt Marino.
I'm Robert Hadlock. New video tonight from just outside of Ukraine's capital of Kyiv. It shows a Russian military convoy threatening the city is far bigger than originally believed. Satellite images show it occupies more than a 40-mile-long stretch of road north of Ukraine's capital. Today, talks were held between Ukraine and Russian delegations at the border with Belarus, with no reported agreements made aside from plans to talk further.
Support for Ukraine and its people continues to pour out from across the world. You can see a sea of blue and yellow from Berlin to Prague to Seoul. The colors of the Ukrainian flag now a call to action. You can see those colors right here in Central Texas as well. The Circuit of the Americas live camera shows the tower lit up here in yellow and blue, a sign of support, a little brightness in a dark time for millions of Ukrainians. Some Ukrainian businesses are scrambling to make sure their employees who are in that war-torn country are safe, and we found out that includes a few businesses here in Austin as well.
KXAN's Sahara Rahman spoke today with two founders of a tech startup who are trying to find safe housing for team members fleeing artillery in Ukraine.
During the weekend, me, my mom, my sister, we went to gather the bottles, and we were just like making those Molotov cocktails.
An entirely different reality for Sofia Vishnevska. She and Dan Hnetkovsky founded Property Mate, a website that matches home buyers in Austin and other cities with new construction homes and their budget. The company operates out of this space in Austin, but half the team is in Ukraine.
When we were starting the company, we believed that that's like one of the solutions to solve housing crisis. And what we do in Ukraine right now, we're helping refugees and people from our team to find place where they can stay overnight, just like to live through the night.
The co-founders traveled there earlier this year and haven't made it back since.
Our UI designer, Maria, she's still in Kyiv. She sleeps in bomb shelter every night.
Computer company Dell says that they are working with their Ukrainian team members to help relocate them to safety. They're monitoring the situation from here, working with employees to help their personal or their family situations.
Hnetkovsky and Vishnevska say they hear the voices of support in Austin.
We're really proud of you. We see everything that gives us strength and like motivation to fight harder.
They don't plan to rejoin their Austin team until everyone in Ukraine is safe. Tahira Rahman, KXAN News.
The co-founders of Property Mate have posted a call for help on their website. It states that there's a shortage of non-lethal army supplies in Ukraine, like body armor, vests, helmets, and first aid kits. We have a full listing of vetted charities assisting with Ukrainian relief efforts. It's at KXAN.com. As this conflict heightens, more and more people are fleeing Ukraine. The head of the United Nations Refugee Agency said that more than 500,000 people have already fled the nation. We wanted to know how many, if any, are coming to the United States. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said last week that President Biden is certainly prepared to accept refugees, but added that the majority of them will likely want to go to neighboring countries in Europe that are already opening their borders. There are also some numbers to consider. Every year, the State Department proposes a total number of refugees they will admit into the United States in one fiscal year. This year, that number is capped at 125,000. However, the White House could decide to grant humanitarian parole to Ukrainians, which likely they did with 75,000 Afghans when the Taliban seized power last August.